a series of teen books from the 80s that really desperately need to become a major movie, in my opinion, so I wrote the script. And I can't really talk about it that much yet, however, no, ladies, that is moving forward, and I'm very excited about it, and hopefully, yeah.
I need to assume all the women are interested.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, this is a 4-quadrant movie.
I read all those.
That was my favorite books.
The studio reads about this, they're going to be like, listen, I think there need to be more dudes being dudes in this.
Well, actually, have you gotten any? I mean, I've got a friend who writes, romantic comedies geared towards a female audience, and has done very well at that over the years. It was working on a project that she was supposed to direct, and it is what she does perfectly, and movies that gross billions of dollars in the studio, giving her all this pressure, and then it's not a big budget film to make it more 4-quadrant-y. I think it's a romantic comedy for women.
Yeah.
I mean, but are you getting any of that with really trying to
You get that on these days, honestly, even in just the last few years, things seem to have changed. Like these days, they want to make everything into a 4-quadrant movie. So,
I mean, how would you possibly do that with Sweet Valley?
I'm not sure. I think Kevin James is going to play a security guard.
So you get the big bucks. And Les, what do you have after J. Hoover?
After Hoover.
Tell me you're doing Dirty Harry 5.
Oh, I'd love to. That'd be great. I do it shooting a pilot for HBO, and then that's into the summer, and on a foster care system thing, half-hour comedy, and then I know. You got to trick people to showing up to learn a little something. And then I'm refinishing. I directed a film last year and took it to Toronto Film Festival, and it got murdered. And they were right; it was pretty bad. So I opened up the edit and got a new editor and went back to the script and finishing that film, doing color correction on that tomorrow. So hopefully breathe some new life into that. And then finishing up a script on The Barefoot Bandit on Colton Harris Moore, who's in the news this weekend. So that's almost complete. After I go up finally and meet him in 2 weeks and confirm some things, we'll sort of get going on that.
I'm kind of in awe of what you just said, because it's something very hard to do. How can you describe a little bit of the process? I want to ask each of you about critics, because it's an interesting thing. How describe that process where you get the feedback? It's obviously painful, and then somehow though you go to the next level.
There was a time.
You go, okay, they're right. I got to fix this. I mean, how many people?
It was hard. Yeah, that was really hard because it's a project that means a whole lot to me, and it did. It took a month or two of me going, okay, I can sell it. It'll be in theaters for a week, and it'll go to video, and it'll never quite be what it should have been. Or I can listen to what just happened. I know we rushed through post. We had no money. This was a small film paid for by Michigan money with the Michigan tax credit, and I thought maybe we can revive it. So yeah, I went back to the script and I was like, what did I love in the first place? What did everyone get involved with? Why did they get involved in the first place? And I tried to find that kernel and that idea, and then find an editor who saw it as well. And we'll see what happens. I don't know if it'll work. I have no idea, but I certainly wasn't satisfied having something out there that I cared this much about that I knew wasn't as good as it could be.
Diablo, have you ever read like just a brutal, forgotten a brutal review? But I mean, if you have,
yeah.
have you ever read something and found not just a piece of truth, but something you can learn from?
Absolutely, but however, this is some very specific information, but I have not read a review or anything online, period, since September of 2009. So, I'm clean and sober. I've been on like a long media fast. So I kind of write in a bubble, and unfortunately that policy is going to have to change if and when I ever decide to direct, because I think it is important to, as a filmmaker and an auteur, so to speak, to be getting that kind of feedback and be responding to your audience. But as a writer, I am truly working in a vacuum right now.
But in the past, I mean, have you?
In the past, for sure. Yeah.
Found it helpful to. I mean, you ever read something that's really awful?
It can be helpful, but like if somebody says your legs are fat, it's not going to help you write.
Right. I meant.
That's what happens when you're a lady.
No, that's true. I mean, you were on the receiving of a lot of. I mean, my sense of the bubble I lived in that there were a lot of screenwriters who were very, they were outraged.
You know what? I mean,
I feel like
I felt, in a way though, I felt like I got a lot of support from inside the industry.
Yeah.
It was from people who were just outside of it that were angry.
Yeah, good. But